Hello, everybody. I am SunPsychic Jean, and please welcome to the Sunday morning show. I love to come in bright and early in the morning and say hello to everybody. I'm going to be doing some readings for you all today. And look, you guys are already here. That's amazing. That's amazing. I did come on a couple of minutes early. I know that there's a lot coming, going to be coming up on this Sunday. And the first thing I want to tell you is that I have Carolyn coming on to my show later today at 2 p.m. Eastern. And that's, I think it's 11 Pacific. And she's going to be talking to us a little bit about her spiritual journey and what brought her to the place where she is today. It's very magical. Oh, hi, Bora Bora. Nice to see you. And then later today, I have my psychic study workshop, my psychic study practice group. And I wanted to show everybody a little bit about how to access that if you're interested in finding out more about it. So you just bring this in. So this is my website. You just go to sunpsychicjean.com. Let me just make it a little bigger. And this is my main page that you see here, and you see all of my readings are down below. You can look through those. And what I wanted to show you today is right here where it says events. It's right below this little picture here. If you click on this events tab, and you'll see all of my upcoming events. So last Sunday, I had my past life mini readings. Oh my gosh, that was so very profound, interesting, and just blew my mind. It was so much better than I had anticipated. It was really great. And I just want to thank everybody who did join us and make it what it was. It was really a beautiful group that we had together there. So this is today, Sunday, November 23rd, and I have my psychic study practice group. And you can see here now, when I have my psychic study practice group, I usually offer it in packages like the fall package, summer package, that type of thing. And it's usually 3 or 4 months in advance, and you can buy like a package. But what I had a lot of people wanting to maybe try one or try it just once and see if they like it or see what it's like. So I wanted to offer it here. And this is if you want to just come today. This is today at 5 p.m. And you can click on here and it'll tell you a little bit about what's included, what to expect, and how much it is. And then when you click on this attend and you go through the purchasing process, it will automatically send you a receipt in your email. And in that receipt is the Zoom link to today's show. So you can do it, I would say maybe up to a half an hour before. Depends on how quick your mail is set up to, if you have instant mail or if you have like every 30 minutes it scans for mail. And you can come in to the psychic study practice group for today and check it out. And also, I just wanted to let everybody know that if you're a member on my channel, anybody who has signed up as a membership, any of my events through the end of 2025 are all included in that membership. So I just that's as a thank you to everybody for being supporting me and becoming a member. Also, the next event I have is on Sunday, December 14th. This is a evidential mediumship demonstration. It's a gallery style, and it's similar to how you see some other psychics do it. It's not how I was first taught, and I was taught how to do psychic readings or mediumship readings on the YouTube, like 5 minute, the quickest way. But this one it's a little bit more involved, and it does rely on the audience to be a little more attentive and writing down some of the things that they resonate with. So it's up to each person to listen to the information that's coming through and letting us know if that is sounds like somebody that you know that's on the other side. And then what we would do is we would ask you which part of that is that resonated with you. So it's a little bit of more of a back and forth. It's a little bit more of a slower process, but it is extremely dynamic. And along with me on this evidential mediumship demonstration is wisdom seeker Joan and Gerald from Tarot Stash. And this is a free event. You see right here, it's a free event. If you want to just go through, you click on the attend, you fill out the information, your email and your name, and you can click on, click through the process and you'll get an email with the actual link. Now, this one is on December 14th, and it's at 1 p.m. Eastern, and I guess that's 10 a.m. Pacific. So I'm really looking forward to these coming up. And then my next psychic study practice, if you can't make it today, if you want to come in on Sunday, December 14th, you can access that here. And then also in December 28th, I'm doing another chakra healing workshop. I did this back in September. It was a beautiful experience, and I go through all of the chakras. I explain how they work, why they work, what happens when they work, what happens when they don't, and how they correspond to this auric field. And I love this image that it shows you the auric field and all the colors. It's quite informational. So the first half of this is information and education. And then the second half of the workshop, we actually go through a chakra healing meditation together. And it's very dynamic, and really, we've had some wonderful results and some beautiful feedback from that. So that's what I have coming up on my events page. So I'm going to go ahead and take that down. I'll bring in my little background here. Hi, Ascending Universal Butterfly. Evelyn is here, Evelyn DeMangelis, and Brown Roxy Foxy. Bora Bora, hi Bora Bora. One Bright Feather, Brina. Marby Gongoria, nice to see you. So nice to see everybody. I don't know if I missed anybody. Let me see. All right, very nice. Thank you for coming in. Edward Kenneth, Kenneth and Tea Garden Chicken is here. So nice to see you. And yeah, so Ascending Universal Butterfly already has their question in. If you want to put your questions in caps and use emojis, that would be great. Vicki Howell's here. Hi, Vicki. Nice to see you. So let me see what I have coming up. I have a big Tuesday coming up. Tuesday, I have Annie Bear. Everybody knows Annie Bear. She works with Terry Renner from Holding Your Space, and she works with a lot of different a lot of different people in the community. And she's going to be coming on my channel for the first time. I'm really very excited to have her come on. I just love her energy. And then on Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern, I have Kelly from Cali Healer, and we're going to be going over just the beginnings and the basics of how to set up a crystal grid and how they work. It's going to be so exciting, you guys. Kelly and I, when we start talking about crystals, our energy starts raising, and it's just so much fun. It's really great. So we have some examples to show you and some tips to go over with you. And then later that on Tuesday, the 25th, I have Wisdom Seeker Joan is going to be hosting the Your Connection to Spirit. And we have invited Scott from Scott Scorpio Centero. coming on with us for the Your Connection to Spirit, and that is Tuesday. So I have a triple header coming up on Tuesday, and I look forward to seeing you all there. And then we all know Thursday is Thanksgiving, and I don't know. Do you guys? I wasn't sure. I was going to ask you what time zone you're all in, and if you celebrate Thanksgiving, because I know we have a little bit of an international audience here. Um, and is anybody going to be doing cooking for, or you're going out, or you're going to a family's home? What do you like to do for Thanksgiving? You guys can let me know. And I'm going to be cooking, just so everybody knows. I'm going to be cooking. Aw, I see you, Linda. How sweet. Yeah. Oh, look, Tara Stash. Gerald is here. Hi, Gerald. Were your ears burning? I was just talking about you. I hope you have a lovely day of errands. Mm-hmm. I know. You guys are good. I love all these questions. Good job. Good job. Okay. So Vicky says, I think we're going out and then to my daughter's. Very nice. So you're having like a Thanksgiving after Thanksgiving? I'm telling you, we used to do that too. We used to have one Thanksgiving on Thursday and one Thanksgiving on Friday. The Thursday was the in-laws, and then my family all got together on Friday. And it was like so laid back, and there wasn't any pressure, and everybody was just coming and going. It wasn't like, hurry up, get to this house, hurry up, move, go to that house, you know? So I think a lot of people do that, especially when you have in-laws. You can't be at two places at once. And if you try and do it every other year, then you miss out, right? Oh, she's cooking at One Bright Feather. I love Thanksgiving. My favorite. You are cooking. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. It's an art. It's an art. I was just saying this, that it's an art, and it requires practice. Now, I have cooked Thanksgiving dinner um, probably for the last 40 years. I know how to cook Thanksgiving. But every year we try something different, add a new side. One year I don't know if any I hope this doesn't bother anybody, but I took the turkey legs off of the turkey, and Martha Stewart had a recipe of braised turkey legs, because the dark meat and the light meat never cook at the same rate. And I braised my turkey legs. I'm telling you, I was over the moon. It turned out so good. So that's what I do every year. I separate the dark meat from the light meat, and I cook them separately. It always comes out. It's better than having, you know, parts of it that just doesn't come out. So Marby says, I'm going with my daughter's boyfriend's family for Thanksgiving. That's nice. Very nice. Home alone. Well, some people may consider you lucky there. It's a bittersweet for sure. Oh geez, Linda cooks for 8, and she's also doing butterfly readings. Oh, Linda, that's cute. At 11:30, you're cooking and doing butterfly readings. Are you sure about that? I mean, I know that once you get everything done, but it's exhausting. Good for you. That's sweet. You have your butler preparing for everything. I have got my butler preparing everything for Thanksgiving. I know, right? And there's really good like takeout meals, or like I know that Whole Foods used to have like a Thanksgiving like they would sell a package that everything is just you just heat it or reheat it, and some of those are really good. Hmm. Timing is essential. I know that's the hard part. Mhm. It and you just have to yeah, you just have to go with it. So Sherry says we go to my mom and dad's, and then the next day we travel up north about 9 hours for a big family Christmas. Wow. And you make deviled eggs. Wow. That's lovely. That's lovely that you celebrate Christmas on the day after Thanksgiving, right? Just to have the family together, and it's a nice long weekend. That's really great. Um, Everyone in the family brings their special dish. That's what we started doing. We started doing that. I'm cooking a turkey breast this year for the first time. It'll be a challenge to keep it. Oh, okay. Yeah, I know the word. I almost said it. One break feather, you made me blush. That's funny. You're funny. I almost said it. I'm like, yeah, I know. Um, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. She's Tea Garden says, I'm very lucky. I love cooking, but I also love alone. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and Butterfly Reading says she does a lot of prep on Wednesday. It really does require 2 whole days. I don't, but it's exhausting. It's exhausting. It really is. And let me see. Uh, Honey Ham used to um, do that and Boston Market. Yeah, some people, I know some people have like lasagna, or a side of baked ziti with their spaghetti or with their turkey. Ah, very nice. Using a local caterer. Very nice. Very nice. Oh yeah. Awesome sweet potatoes with pecans and honey. That sounds delicious. Delicious. Gerald saying oh, that's funny. That is funny. You guys are too much. All right. So I have some started, and we're going to start with Ascending Universal Butterfly. And I did ask for messages from your loved ones, but I really am interested in this, so I'm going to start with this. May I have a message of guidance from my Atlantis Dragon team, please? So this is her dragon team, and from Atlantis. Sorry, I'm just reading the. Aw, that's so sweet. Um, so let me just see. First of all, they said that they were shapeshifters, that they were in a different form at that time, but their soul. I feel like they're like even older than Atlantis. Because they're saying that they had transformed, and they're showing me like in a light body or a crystalline body, or and I do see them more like flying rather than on the land. But it's still that protective, um, ancient, um, like reverent type of energy. And they're saying takes one to know one to you. And they're saying that it's not necessarily ancient or older. It's experiencing different realms and different energies. Um, and they're saying that you or we look at them and in wonder, like, oh, I wonder how that Atlantis was, or I wonder how when the dragons were, ruling the earth, how it was, or whatever. And they look at us and say, look at those humans, and the advancement and the evolution. Um, and they do see us a little bit as maybe like a toddler stage, like we're finding our way, but we can't quite see in front of us. You know how the toddlers, they walk with their hands out in order to find their balance? They're saying that's the stage that we're in, trying to find our balance, trying to get our footing, and trying to learn our own way. I feel like they say that we're all one. We're all a part of the same light. We're all a part of the same one source, one energy. That to remember the commonality between all of us, and it's the sentient beings, the energetic cord or thread that runs through all of us, and it's that sentient. Sentience. It's the consciousness that connects all of us, and it transcends space and time. It transcends realms and form, um, and it's so they're almost saying we all have a part of this inside of us. So I thought that was really, really interesting, beautiful. Well, thank you, Ascended Universal Butterfly, for asking me that question. I hope that was helpful. Gerald said it. Gerald, you're funny. You're funny. Thank you. You're very welcome. Yep. I think that was for all of us. And, I just wanted to take it. Um, so let's go ahead with Tea Garden Chicken. And then after Tea Garden, I'll Linda from Butterfly Readings. Grandpa Joe for Tea Garden. So Grandpa Joe seems young at heart. He comes through uh, like a worker. Dads and workers, that's kind of how we look at it. But I do feel like he was, I feel like he was funny, and he would like chuckle or crack jokes, not like, slap your knee funny, but sort of like little wise cracks. I feel like he was in the, some sort of service, military service, because he has honor and he paid his dues, is what he's saying. He's saying we all have to. It's like we all need to contribute to the greater good, is what he's saying. He's saying we all need to do our small part, that it may not seem like it makes a difference to everybody, but everybody doing their small part makes a huge difference. I don't, was he melancholy in this way? Tea garden? I'm not sure. So Grandpa Joe, he does come through like he's young and fit. I don't he's not showing me himself as, you know, elderly, very much elderly, but he does have a lot to say. He has a very kind heart, but he's torn as well. I feel like he's torn with duty and mm, obligation and um, his his own desires to um, to explore, not melancholy that I remembered. Okay, okay. He's just coming through with these messages for us. Um, but he was torn between what he wanted to do and what made him happy and what he had to do. So Tea Garden, I'm not sure if he was in any type of service at all, but he's saying he had to pay his dues and that we all have to make a contribution and sometimes persevere from the things that bring us the most joy. But he's saying it doesn't mean all or nothing. He's saying there's a balance, and that goes back to the same balance that the dragon Atlantis dragons were telling us. So so Grandpa Jove is showing me that he has his wife there with him, and I feel like he has some of his family there with him, and he's saying that we're all here together, and they're all watching us. They're all watching over and mm, supporting us. He's just telling me, he's like, I'm nobody special. He said, but to me, you were special. And he's saying to you, he was special, but he's saying, it's the relationship that individually they're telling it individually, he's nobody outstanding, but to you and to the family, he's everything. So he's saying, it's important to keep things in perspective and to honor those um, who mean the most to you. Like if somebody means something to you, make sure you tell them, make sure you show them, don't wait. Let me see, is there anything else, Grandpa Joe? He wants you to know that he is safe and at peace and that he has many rewards that he's enjoying, and he has honor and integrity. I feel like there are some decisions that he had to make that weren't easy, but he did the right thing for everybody involved, and he's also saying like the greater good. So I feel like he had some decisions to make, and they were not easy. But that's what I have. You're very welcome, Tea Garden. Yeah, thank you very much for your question. All right, now is butterfly readings is next. And after butterfly readings is Vicky Howe. And Linda would love a message from my mom, Doris. Well, that's a pretty name. She's saying she's going to be there for Thanksgiving. She's saying thank you for remembering her. And she says you keep her in your heart always. She's saying that she's very proud of you for stepping outside of your comfort zone and for stretching your learning something new, stretching your comfort zone. And she's very proud of you for like making the most out of life. She's saying, I must have done something right because she's really very much in awe of you. She's going to be there for Thanksgiving. She's coming back around to that. And she's talking about something that was baked in a square dish. And I don't know if the dressing or the stuffing was baked in a square dish, or if there was bread pudding or something in a square dish that was baked, and it looks like it's brown. And I know everything's brown, but it's not. I don't think it's. I don't. It's just has brown and crusty on the top. I don't know what she made in a square dish with that. So she's letting me know. Thanksgiving was her holiday. Well, she'll be there with you. She'll be there with you for sure. And she's just sending so much love to you and the family. And she's saying she just wants to. She's saying that it's a choice that we have in this life to focus on what we don't have or focus on what we do have. And she is just really amazed at your strength to keep focusing on the good, keep focusing on what you do have, keep looking on the bright side. And she's saying that, not every moment of every day, but she's saying that she's just really proud of your strength. And um, it's like your tenacity, like you'll have it no other way. She loves that about you. I think that she may not have had that strong front as well, but she's saying you actually live it and believe it, and she just is so very proud of you for everything that you do. Oh yeah, she's the white butterfly. Yeah, yeah, yes. Hi, uh, Ethel, Real Light Energy. Thank you for your donation. And that's how Linda became Butterfly Readings. She's my white butterfly. That's sweet. Very sweet, Linda. Okay, so I believe Vicky Howell's next. And after Vicky Howell is, let's go to One Bright Feather after Vicky. One Bright Feather. Hey, Jen Jen. Hi, Jen Bowles. Vicky Howe would love a reading from Dragon Energies. Now, again, I'm it's I'm just being drawn to it. I do see them sort of supporting you and surrounding you and coiling you with their energy. They're soft and they're gentle, yet strong and protective. So it's that balance again, and and they are very protective of your energy, of your heart and soul. I feel they know that you are a light worker here and that you have um, a mission to support the shift that's coming up or that we're in the middle of. And they're also saying that they're saying that you were once a wizard that supported them, helped them, believed in them, it's like you were once a wizard who helped them. And from that, it's almost, and I don't know how to describe what I'm seeing, but from that moment forward, they were always and forever indebted and loyal to you. And this is the aspect that they see in you, that you are there. They honor you, respect you because of the generosity and the kindness that you've showed them. And they're just saying that life is simple. Life, that's what it's all about. It's about being kind, honoring people, respecting people, and people will react and respond in kind to us. And they're just reminding us that this is how this is what makes the world go round, is what they're saying. And this is what we're all coming back to. And they're saying that there there's not going to be any false facades, that we'll be able to see um, each other for the divine soul that we all are. They're showing me this star. I think I've seen this before. And it's like it's a star that is drawn, and it has tassels on the end of the star. And I think it's a symbol of something. I've seen this before, and I'm surprised that they're showing me this. And they're saying there's much more in this world that is symbolic, that is meaningful, that is connected, and there's a lot of language that we may not be sort of picking up on. We may be in our limited thinking, only thinking language is the English language or the written word, but language is very symbolic, and it's very like in your experience, and how we feel is also language. And they want you to know that, and this is probably for everybody, but they want you to know that this language is the truth, is what they want you to know. That symbology and experiential and feelings is where truth comes in. And this is what they want you to know, to trust your thoughts, feelings, and instincts, and um, that this is where the truth comes in. It's not always in the written word or the spoken word, because that's easily manipulated. But they're just saying that um, we can all feel the truth. It has a frequency. We can feel authenticity, and we can see symbology. And it's almost like validation comes in with that too. Um, so that's what I have for you, Vicky Howe. And I have, I saw that it's like a star. So it's like a 6-pointed star, or even a 7-pointed star. And it has like little tassels on the end of each star. I don't know if anybody knows anything about that. I do remember getting that once before, but I don't remember what it was about. Interesting. What did you say on a wizard's hat? Oh, yeah, the tassel on a wizard's hat. Oh, that makes sense. Yeah. No, it was really very lots of feeling and passion with that. Interesting. Um, so thank you very much, Vicky. And next I have One Bright Feather. And after One Bright Feather, we'll go. So I don't know. I'm just going to call you Real Light Energy. Real Light Energy, if you would like a message from your loved one, can you just put their name and relation? Like if it's your grandfather Bob, or if it's your Sister Sue, or whatever. Just if you can just put those two things in, I'll take you after one bright feather. And I'm just going to call you real light energy because I can't figure out what the beginning of that is. All right. One bright feather, are you still here? Especially for the mediumship. One bright feather, if you could just say hello. Hi, Leona. Hi, Leona. Leona, are you coming today? I don't remember if I sent you one. Ooh, maybe one bright feather isn't here anymore. So real light energy, if you want to put the name and relation in, it's ethereal energy. Okay. Somebody, thank you, Jen. I couldn't figure it out. I'm like, what is that? Okay. Thank you, Jen. You saved me. Okay, one bright feather, you are here. Thank you. So she said, I would love a message from my ex-husband, Michael, who passed a few years ago. I called him Roar. Wow. But I do feel as though he's saying he never stopped loving you, is what he wants you to know. And I think that you do know that. I feel as though it was like an oil and water thing. I feel as though you two, what he's saying is that the energies just didn't mix, but he always loved you. It was like in the everyday. I don't know. And I think it was like a soul lesson too, about respecting your own boundaries and respecting yourself and your own authenticity, or your not authenticity, but your um, autonomy is what I meant to say. So he's also taking a little bit of responsibility, or he is taking half the responsibility. I feel like he either worked a lot, or he he felt that I don't want to get into it. Actually, it's a little too personal, but he does see the error in his ways. He does see his contribution to the separation. I don't. He's talk. Do you have children together? He's talking about kids. It's almost like he didn't realize the connection until it was too late. Like, I feel like he maybe, and that's really personal, but maybe he realized things after the fact, but it was too late. Too much had happened. Um, but I do feel like you guys ended as friends, and um, he wants to thank you for always supporting him, and not never, but he said you took a lot of the heat, a lot of the rap. He's saying, He just wants to thank you for being his friend, for everything. He just wants to thank you. I feel as though you did support him through some tough times, and that he was not able to be the husband that you needed. And he wants you to know that your hearts are always connected, because he knows how much you loved him and how much you tried. And he's saying that you two had um, other lifetimes together. Yeah. No kids. Okay. Yep. The love of your life, things went horribly wrong. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He's definitely letting me know that. Thank you, Jen Jen. Um, yes, I did a past life regression and he was there. Yeah. That type of love of your life, that type of connection, that type of, you know, and everybody who's married has that type of connection, but there's a soul bond that was with him, um that he's always going to be a part of your life. And he's very much a huge supporter for you now, and he just says he'll always love you. Hmm. Beautiful, beautiful, one bright feather. Well, thank you very much. So, ethereal light energy. I don't know who it is or whether it's multiple elementals. Okay. Well, maybe um, who are the souls around me? So, what we have, um, ethereal light energy, is we have our spirit guides, angels, loved ones, elementals, um, helpers. We're not here alone. The energy around us are, we're being supported in a different type of a dimension. And it's not always easy for us to understand, because we're here in this 3D dimension, and we want to see things or imagine things how in that limited human thought process. But it's more of our soul, and our light is being supported by other souls, other light, other energies. And it's through energy that we can feel, sense, and know. um Let me just see if I can. And all of these are around you. So, and this is why, when you were asking that question, if there was somebody who you were hoping to hear from, that maybe we could reach out to them. But so you're wondering, what is this? And actually, what they're telling me is, sometimes it's our own higher self that we can feel. I do feel as though it's more of like a spirit guide, angel, higher self. And I know that doesn't sound, it doesn't sound like, but I do feel as though you're being reminded to remember, to awaken, to become more aware. I do feel as though you have pets around you as well. And but I'm also seeing a feminine type of angelic guide, who is very, um, I wouldn't say maternal, but more of like a mentor for you. But I do feel as though it's your guidance. It's your own guidance. It's your guidance to open up and be aware. And it's not necessarily a personality or a single person. It's all of this. It's like you're noticing energies and frequencies and a little bit of changes around you. And this is the change on Earth, the change in humanity that we're seeing come online right now. Um, and it's important for you to release any type of fear that's surrounding this, and you can ask for your angels and guides to come and protect you, as well as strengthen your own energetic field to protect yourself as well, so that if you have an uncertainty, that you can trust that it is for your good. It is for you to trust, because you have these protections in place. I don't see anything nefarious. I don't see anything, you know. I feel now that I feel as though you're opening up to your psychic and mediumship skills, your psychic abilities. I feel like you're that they've always been there, but you're sensing them more now, or you're allowing yourself to believe that what it is that you're sensing could possibly be real. Um, but it is changing. It changes every day. So that's what I have for you, ethereal energy, and I'm light energy. And thank you so very much for being here and for asking and for your kind donation. And let me see who I had. Oh, that's sweet. S. Stanford, thank you very much for your donation. She said, fairly new, 3 shows watched, and I just wanted to say how impressed I am with your gifts. Oh, you're very welcome. Thank you so much for your support. That really means a lot. And I appreciate it. And there's people here who have been here with me for 5 years, and they've seen the good, the bad, the ugly. So that was really very sweet of you to say. You're welcome. And Lisa Reynolds is here. Hi, Lisa. And she says, can I please get a message from my husband, Greg? He passed 3 years ago. I am so sorry, Lisa. He wants you to know that he just said, I'm fine. Tell her I'm fine. And he wants you to know that he is no longer suffering, or and he is very much in a energy surrounded by unconditional love. He wants to thank you for everything that you did for him. He wants you to know, he knows how difficult things have been for you. And he does hear you talk to him. And he says, I'm not sure if you believe that he talks back to you. He tries to respond. At whether he responds with I feel like there's a little bell that you hear, or a bell that goes off. There's through sound, through synchronicities. He's saying this is his way of responding to you. He's sorry that he had to leave you so soon. I feel as though, and he's saying you had big plans together for your future. And he encourages you to continue living life to the fullest. And do you have children? He's talking about kids, grandkids, enriching your life. He's saying, remember the times when we first were married and how much fun and how it was almost like the blind leading the blind, like neither one of you, you were both learning together. You both started so young. And he's just saying that how much fun you would have and how together and in sync you were. He's saying that is still how together and in sync we are now. He's saying, you knew me better than anyone. And he just wants to thank you for being his partner in life. He is saying he's watching over you. He's showing me something blue, something truck. I do feel as though you're still sort of unraveling things. That even though it's 3 years, it seems like 3 days. Like, there's still so much, um, you know, so many things are still. It's so the grieving process is not just 1 day, 1 week, 1 year. It unpacks as we continue to live. It's almost like peeling an onion, and then the next year, different things come up and different and who I am now at this age, or who I am now in this location. He wants you to know that you do meet him in your dreams at night in the astral plane. I don't know if you remember him in your dreams, but whether you remember him or not, he's saying that you do meet in the astral plane when you go to sleep. He's just showing me that you're one of a kind, a beautiful creation of nature, and he just is he just is very much impressed with your strength and your devotion to him. So let me see. So let me know if any of that makes sense to you, Miss Lisa. And I'm coming up on the end of my show, so I think this is going to be the last. Oh, okay. We have children and grandkids. Okay. Thank you. I'm not sure if I'm a little bit lagging. He's just living the courage to live life to the fullest and enjoy the things that he may not be here to enjoy for both of you. He's a very passionate man. Very passionate man. Yeah. Sorry for your loss, Lisa. Well, thank you very much, everybody, for being here, for joining me today, for sharing your Thanksgiving Day plans. And thank you to all of the moderators. Thank you to all of the members who are a member of my show, of my YouTube channel. I really appreciate all of your support. And thank you, everybody who came in for the first time, and all of you who come in and you've been here with me for all 5 years. I really appreciate each and every one of you. And again, just as a reminder, I will be back today at 2 Eastern, 11 Pacific with Carol and Carolyn, and she's going to tell us a little bit about her spiritual journey. And I can't wait. I'm looking forward to having a little bit of fun together with her. And thank you, everybody, again for coming. I'll see you again next time. Take care. Oh, let me go to this right place. Here it is. All right. Bye-bye, everybody. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Your support is greatly appreciated. If you enjoy this content, hit like, share, and subscribe. Remember to click the bell to be notified of future videos. Thanks again. Bye.